Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I want to film a little priority TBR for 2024. I picked out 24 and 24, but it's not really 24 books, it is more as per usual. I don't know really why I'm doing this because I'm not gonna get through all these books, I think. I might if I'm good in my head, but I probably won't. I will focus on the series I need to finish the video, like in that I picked out series I need to finish. I will focus on those and definitely finish those. Those are like for sure. These are just the ones that I want to keep in my mind and interest throughout the whole year. And I wish to get through as many of them as possible. And I thought it would be fun to just make a video. I never made like 23 and 23 or all that, but now I wanted to make a 24 and 24 for no reason at all. So let's get started. First of all, I have in theory 5 books, but I counted it as only one on the list. So that is Murtagh by Christopher Paolini. I really want to get through this series again this year. 1 to 4 I obviously read before and want to get through them all in English. I never read them in English before, only Norwegian. And then I have the illustrated edition of the first one. Very excited to read this in this format. And then I will probably audiobook from 2 to 4 and then read Murtagh and get that. So I don't actually have a copy yet even. And I really want to like do all of those in this year, but I think since I'm audiobooking most of them, it will be fine and I will get through them. So I'm very excited to read the continuation of the story. Murtagh was always my favorite character, and I don't think I'm actually saying his name correctly. He was like the babe of my heart. One of the first original ones that I absolutely loved. So I'm so excited to read his own book, but also get through the whole series again. I remember not liking the ending a lot the first time I read it. So now I'm curious to see how differently I will feel about it this time around. So the next book I've written up is not a book, it's like a whole series and it has one spot on the list. I don't expect myself finishing the whole series in 24, but I would love to get through as many as possible. If I actually finish it, I will feel great about it. And that is Parole by Agatha Christie. Right now, this is all the Parole books I collected over the last few months that I have not read. This is not, I don't even know how many this actually is. But I read 3. And I have all of these. I bought all of them in 2023 though, so it's not like I had them for a long time. I think I bought all of them at least. This is just a little collection. They got new covers. I don't want to talk about it. Some of them will not match. I think I read 3 and there is 14 I own, which are here. I think it's like 42 altogether, like full-length books or something. Wee, they look so fun. Wee, how fun, how fun. I want to say I want to read one a month at least. That means I won't even get through all of these even. Would love to do more. Maybe like I should have like a readathon where I only read Agatha Christie. Like mystery books. And then I only read Agatha Christie and then I will get through like 10 in 2 days or something. That could work. So if I keep them in mind and like make that happen throughout the year, could get them done, but then I also need to buy the rest. But I just hate that I collected some and then I just changed the cover because I was still collecting them. That tends to happen a lot with me lately. It's depressing. I then have another series, but all of these got their own spot. I just realized that if I gave Pro its own spot throughout the whole list, it would be the whole list. But also, I'm not like planning to finish it actually. I just would like to read as much as Pro as possible. But this one I would love to finish. I think as the last year I was going to finish it. I think I read 1 in January and then I just never picked up a book in the series again. So let's hope that 2024 is the year. The series is, surprise surprise, Realm of Elderlings. So I read the first one in the Rain Wild Chronicles. So obviously I need to read book 2, 3, and 4. That's 3 books. I read them slowly. So they deserve their own spot. And then I obviously have the last trilogy that I got for Christmas last year, which is obviously Fool's Assassin, Fool's Quest, and Assassin's Fate. So then I will have finished at least the Realm of Elderlings so far. There is more books coming apparently, whenever they'll come. But like I will finish of these. And I really want to do it this year. Like I love the series so much. It's one of the best ones I ever read, like absolutely favorite. But I'm terrified to be done. I'm terrified to see the fate of everyone. I don't want to know, but I feel like obviously I need to finish, but I don't want to know. I really wanted to have it this year. I feel stupid having not finished it. I started, I think, the series in 2017 and I still have not finished it. Okay, so counting, Murtagh was 1 spot, Parole was 1, so that's 2. And then we had 6 Realm of the Elderling books, so we are on 8. Number 9, I forgot to say numbers in general, is Blood of the Chosen by Django Wexler. This is the 2nd book in, I've forgotten the name of the series. It's like Silver Eye and something. Oh, it says here, Burning Blade and Silver Eye. I really enjoyed the first one. I want to read this one. I also want to read the 3rd one. I don't own it. But that one didn't get a spot on the list because I don't own it. I want to take things that I own. I mean, Murtagh I don't own. You got what I meant though. So yeah, I will try to read the third book and in the trilogy as well. I'll pick it up after I read this one, but I want to like have it in mind so that I will actually read it this year, or else I will forget and read it in a billion years, like I did with Realm of the Elderlings. Then we have number 10, which is Riordan. It's been on my list now for 2 years. I want to get through, I say it over and over, I want to get through the rest of his books. I don't own them, so I think the likelihood of me being able to buy the last Magnus Chase for Next Apollos is only 5 books, and then obviously the News Percy. That's 6 books. And then also all the side stuff, I want to read those too. So if I actually manage to do that, that would be great. Maybe I should buy like 1 a month, and then I will get through them in the end of the year. Because I just want to catch up. I'm here and I still have not finished anything. I mean, I finished a couple. I just keep putting him on my list because I'm like, this year's gonna happen. There's another Percy book's coming later this year. And I'm just like, can I catch up before then? Please, Sandra? You're being very difficult, Sandra. So I'm putting him on my list. He gets 1 spot, because I don't know how much I will get to read. I think I read 1 Riordan in all of 23, and he was on my list. So yeah. Did I read Apollo last year? Was it the year before? I don't remember anymore. I felt like I only read 1 Rick, but I might have read Apollo early in the year. Literally no idea. Number 11 and 12 and 13 and 14 gets its own series again that gets 1 spot each. I don't know how I calculated this, but it is ACOTAR. That was terrifying. That was so scary. I don't know the order anymore. I actually don't know. Yes, I do. I think. It says the number on the spines. I don't know why I'm struggling. ACOTAR is the rest of the series in like War of the Eternal, as I like to call them. The first one was Along the Razor's Edge. Absolutely loved it. Bought the rest of the series. And I feel like if I don't put it on a list or something, I will forget that I have them and not read them until like it's been like 5 years. But I really, really, really want to read it now. I wanted to read the rest as soon as I read book 1. So I just like bought the whole thing, and here we are. And now I'm like, okay, I will read them. I will read them. And I put them on a list. They've got, as I said, 1 spot each, which in my head will make sure that I actually read them. And I'm so excited because it's honestly, the first book was so great, 5 stars. And I heard amazing things about the rest. So I believe, honestly. Number 15 is a little standalone, which is The Sword of Kayan by Ala Wang. It's not even little, but you got the point. This is a indie fantasy that I heard amazing things about for a billion years. I finally got it from Aslak last year. Not that I meant finally, that was as if Aslak had to get it to me, but finally I said I finally got it because of Aslak. That was what I was trying to say. But I finally have it in my hands, and I've been so excited. I think I owned it on Kindle for years and I never read it. But now that I have a physical, it's time. And I heard there's amazing things people are saying. It's like the best book in the whole world. So excited. I feel like I will love it. That's why I'm putting it on this list, so I'll actually read it. I'm very excited. So for 16 and 17, we have another series that I get 1 spot each, which is book 3 and 4 in the Great Code series. Really want to read this in a year. I read the first book, didn't really love it. Read the second book, and I gave it 5 stars. And this was like one of the best things I read last year. So I feel like putting 3 and 4, so that I will read them soon on the list, so I will remember. It's great. I bought the rest of the series after reading the second one, being like, oh my god, I need them at once. And I still haven't read them, of course. But I feel like having them in my mind is good. It's good. When I say having it in my mind, is like when I make my TBRs, I always check all of my list and all I need to read to put it in before like going to other stuff if nothing fits. It's great to have things in mind. And read a ton of stuff. It's like what I will most likely pick up. Very excited. I realize I have all of these, plus new releases, plus a bunch of other books I want to read. There's just too many books and not enough eyes to read all of them. That's another series that have like just 1 spot, but just much because the books are really short. We are on what, 18? Yes, 18, which is dedicated to Moomin by Tove Jansson. This is a Swedish series, children's series that has a bunch of animation. I assume most people know what Moomin is. Finally got the whole collection. I read the first book last year in 2023, and I absolutely loved it. and I'm making like a vlog where I read through all of them. They were really heavy, so I thought that having them on the list will make sure I read them, but I for sure would have read them, I think, anyway, because I want to post that vlog. And it's fun to read like the actual books in like their original form instead of like all the adaptations that exist. And now I have the whole series. I don't think they are in order, by the way, don't judge me. But they are heavy and they're stunning because they all match, and I'm very happy that I finally have all of them. Yeah, they got their own spot because they're literally a children's book and are easy to read. But even though, I mean, there's more text in these than an actual children's book, to be honest. They are children's books though, but I mean, they're not picture books. But I was trying to say that. Not that there's anything wrong with reading picture books, just saying. Then I would love to start on number 19, Heaven's Official Blessing by Mo Xiang Tong Shu, which I know I'm not pronouncing correctly. This is, you know, in that gay Chinese light novels that you've probably seen around a lot. And I saw them for ages, didn't understand really what it was. And then I looked more into it and I was like, ooh, it has their own genre name. And I forget it every single time. Heard amazing things about them, honestly. I'm so excited. I tried to see if it said a genre on it, but it didn't. So I want to read this series. I have another one as well, but I want to read like one at a time, maybe. And then I would probably be addicted, and then I would never read anything else again. But I want to put at least this one on this TBR, so that I will read at least this one. But I feel like, as I said, I will be addicted and not be able to stop. I feel like I would absolutely love it. And honestly, it would be everything. And I'm so excited. So yeah, very, very excited. 2021 and 22 is the same series, but they get their own spots, even though they're easy to read. 4 and 5 and 6 in Vampirates by Justin Somper. So I finally read book 3 last year, which is a one I read before. I went 1 to 3 before when I was a kid in Norwegian. And they came out in these nice editions, and I bought them all in English to actually finish it. And I would love to actually do that now in 2024. Reading through the series that is vampires and pirates together, which is the best thing to think about, honestly. So I'm speaking it now. Oh god, something fell. It was really scary. This is the year. Okay, and they are really easy reads, so I think it's great. 23, the second to last one, I put on All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. The Netflix series is out now. Really want to watch it. And I literally heard about this book for 140 billion years. And then I finally got it now in 23. So I feel like this is the time to finally read it. I was intimidated by it because it looked difficult. But I feel like it will be better to read than I think. Like, I feel like it will be easy to read than I think it is. Will I like it? I don't like World War II stories. Who knows? But maybe I will cry and have emotions again. Who knows? So yeah, I'm putting it on and then I will for sure read it. It's just one book, so yay. And then for the last number 34, I put on Master Artificer by Justin Call. This one is a sequel to Master of Sorrows. My brain was like, what was the book called? Which I really enjoyed. Read it last year for reading Jade's favorite books. And then I got number 2, and it's huge. And I really want to read it. I'm debating maybe doing the audiobook because the same narrator is Witcher. Really enjoy him. So then it will be easy to get through. It's huge. It's honestly huge. I think book 4 is coming in April. But I feel like if it comes in hardcover and not the paperback, it's not going to match these. So I will probably wait to buy that. So if that paperback comes out later in the year, I will try to read the whole trilogy. But I think maybe it is going to be 4 books. So I won't finish the series. Like finish it anyway, but I would try to read the 3rd book as well. If it comes in the paperback this year, if it comes next year, I will read it next year. But I would love to just get through this one so I don't forget everything and just actually get through something. That was what I was trying to say. Yay. Very excited. I debated, I don't know if you can see it. No, you cannot see them. I debated putting it on A Course of Dragons as well. It was kind of on my mind last year where I just gotten all of them and I was going to read them in 23. I didn't. I only read still the first 2. But I felt I had so many other long fantasy here right now. And I kind of want to read these ones more than Chorus right now. And I debating rereading 1 and 2 before reading those. So maybe next year, or maybe I'll actually read them, just not have them on this list, honestly. I had them on mind throughout all of 23. And I didn't read them. But then I hadn't made a video about it. So I feel like now that I made a video about all of these, it will actually happen because that tends to happen. If I say it in the video, I'm like, I said it. People know, and I don't have to do it. If I say it just to myself, I'm the only one who knows, so no one keeps me accountable. Not that you guys keep me accountable, but in my brain, YouTube does. Okay, so that was 24 books that I want to read in 2024. I'm very excited to have a bit of focus. If I actually get through this, I will be very happy. And then I have, a billion other things to read. I'm just looking at all the books I have. It will be fine. Yes, okay, well, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a nervous face emoji down below if you enjoyed this. You should see me soon in a video. Thank you so much for watching, and you should see me soon.